You ever feel like love isn't what it used to be? Like everyone's playing a game, but no one's saying the rules out loud? You meet someone. They say all the right things, share playlists, talk about the future, and then suddenly, nothing. Just silence. Left on scene. No explanation. No closure. Just this quiet ache that makes you question if you imagined it all. Here's the crazy part. It's not just you. It's the world we live in now. We're more connected than ever, yet somehow more lonely than we've ever been. Relationships today aren't failing because people stopped caring. They're failing because people stopped understanding what love really costs in a world built on convenience and dopamine. In this video, we're going deep into the hidden, unspoken truths that shape modern relationships. The parts no one wants to admit, but everyone secretly feels. By the end, you'll see love and yourself in a way you never have before. So, you ready to face the dark side of modern love? Chapter 1: Silence as a Weapon, Ghosting, Bread-crumbing, and the Death of Closure. You ever stare at your phone and feel like it's mocking you? You sent a message. You waited. You refreshed. Nothing. Not even a tiny sorry, busy. Just silence. That silence hits harder than an argument. Because at least with an argument, you know what broke. With silence, you're left guessing. You build stories in your head. You replay every text. You blame yourself. This is chapter 1. This is the part where we name the thing that's eating at millions of people. Ghosting, breadcrumbing, the slow fade. All the ways people disappear without a goodbye. And make no mistake, silence now is a weapon. It's powerful, it's cheap, and it's everywhere. Picture this. 2 people match on an app. They talk for days. They laugh. He says, "I want to meet you." She makes plans. She texts the day before. Still on? Read. 3 dots. Then gone. No reply. No call. He vanishes like a ghost. She is left with the memory of a warm, promising conversation and a cold, empty inbox. Why does this happen? Because technology made it easy. It made avoidance painless. You don't have to look someone in the eye. You don't have to explain. You don't have to feel the awkwardness. You just click away. But the problem isn't only the click. It's what the silence does to us. Silence breaks closure. Closure is the final piece. It's the clean line that lets you move on. Without it, you live in a loop. You ask the same questions. You check the same phone. You become small. You replay tiny moments like they'll change the past. Grammar doesn't fix this. Logic doesn't fix this. Time helps, but time is messy if you don't get that ending. Let me tell you a story. Maya thought she met someone real. He sent voice notes that made her laugh. He remembered tiny details about her. He said, "I've never felt this way." 2 weeks later, when Maya asked to meet, he replied with a 3-word message. Busy. Later. Then nothing. Maya waited. She messaged. Read. Nothing. She told her friends. They said the obvious. Block him. But blocking didn't fix the ache. The ache was the not knowing. Was he lying? Was she too much? Was the voice notes just a game? That kind of silence does damage. It makes you chase answers that don't exist. It makes you doubt your worth. You start measuring yourself by someone else's attention. That's how silence becomes a form of control. The person who disappears gets to keep power. They choose when, if ever, to return. You get hammered with uncertainty. Now meet Jonah. Jonah loved the chase. He liked attention, but couldn't do anything real. He would text just enough to keep someone curious. A funny meme here. A late night you up? There. He never committed. He kept people close enough to feel wanted, far enough to stay safe. That's breadcrumbing. It's like being fed crumbs when you asked for bread. You survive on tiny hits of hope. But hope is cruel when it's used against you. Breadcrumbing looks harmless. It feels flattering at first. It's not full love, but it's still emotional labor. You invest time. You imagine futures. Meanwhile, the other person collects the attention like trophies. This pattern trains you to accept less. And the next time, you might settle for crumbs again. Here's the cold truth. Silence and crumbs teach the same lesson. They teach you to tolerate being an option. They teach you that your feelings can be paused, delayed, or ignored. And once you accept that, you lower your line for what counts as respect. So how do you stop letting silence steal your power? Step 1. Name it. Say it out loud. That was ghosting. That was breadcrumbing. When you name it, you stop making excuses. You stop reimagining the person into something kinder than they were. Step 2. Set a boundary that feels like armor. Decide what silence means for you. Maybe it means you won't stalk their socials. Maybe it means you delete the message after 48 hours without reply. Maybe it means you won't accept crumbs. Boundaries are not punishments. They're maps that protect you. Step 3. Don't demand closure from the ghost. Closure is for you, not them. Ask for it if you want. But don't wait for their return. Make your own ending. Write it down. Say it aloud. Burn the draft in your mind. It sounds dramatic, but it works. You get to decide the story's final line. Step 4. Rebuild what silence took. Do small things that remind you of your value. Call a friend who hears you. Do something that used to make you glow. Exercise. Cook. Read. The goal is to fill space with life, not with questions. Now here's the secret twist most people miss. Not every silence is cruelty. Sometimes people disappear because they're scared. Sometimes they're overwhelmed. Sometimes they're messy in ways that have nothing to do with you. Naming the silence doesn't have to mean hating the person. It means protecting yourself while you decide what kind of person you want to let in. So what do we do when we see silence in someone else? We don't reward it. We don't turn up. We don't grovel for a reply. We show up for ourselves. We teach people how to treat us by what we allow. Let me pull you back for a second. Think of your last unread message. How long did you wait before deciding what to do? If you felt anxious reading this, that's okay. You are human. You were designed to connect. But being human also means you can learn to refuse relationships that use silence as a leash. This chapter isn't about making you cold. It's about making you wise. It's about giving you tools to spot the quiet that hurts and the quiet that's harmless. It's about choosing people who show up, not people who ghost. If one text can light up your whole day, then one goodbye should not ruin your week. That's the rule. If this hit close to home, say ghosted in the comments. Tell us one small thing you did to move on. Your story might help the next person who's staring at their phone right now. And hey, if you want the next chapter to slam even harder, hit like and subscribe. We're only getting started. In the next chapter, we'll pull apart the mirror of social media and show how curated love ruins real intimacy. Don't miss it. If this helped you feel less alone, smash that like button, subscribe for the next chapters, and drop your story below. One comment could change someone's night. Chapter 2. Curated Love. How social media erodes intimacy and breeds jealousy. You ever scroll your feed and feel a small burn in your chest? A happy couple on a beach. A ring. A perfect dinner. Everybody smiling like a movie. You stop. You stare. And suddenly the room you're in feels smaller. That weird squeeze. That's not random. That's what social media does to love. It makes everything look polished, easy, and forever. And when real love shows its cracks, we compare. We lose. Most people think social media is just harmless showing off. It's not. It quietly rewires how we measure relationships. When every moment can be staged, filtered, and posted, we start to expect perfection. We measure our messy days against someone else's highlight reel. That makes normal fights feel like disasters. Ordinary boredom feels like failing. That comparison builds tension and jealousy where none needed to be. Listen to a story. Liam and Sarah dated for a year. Off camera, They fought about money and time and stupid stuff. The same normal stuff every couple fights about. But on Instagram, they were a different version. Matching jackets, slow-motion hugs, captions about soulmates. When Sarah posted a photo of Liam at a party with an old friend, he got a dozen comments. Likes, hearts, hot. Nothing bad. But Sarah noticed. She stared at the comments. She imagined reasons. She messaged him. "Who's that?" He was confused. He had no idea she'd be upset. Later they had a bigger fight about trust, not because of the party, but because the post turned a private moment into public proof. Proof that could be misread, replayed, and weaponized. This isn't rare. Studies show that carefully curated posts change how people see their own relationships and often lower relationship satisfaction. When partners use social platforms to perform romance, it can create pressure and mistrust for the other person who wasn't part of the script. Public romance becomes a performance, and real intimacy gets pushed backstage. Here's the trap. Curated love trains us to care about appearances over truth. You start to prioritize the picture over the conversation. You learn to perform warmth in public and hide coldness at home. That split builds distance. Distance then looks like indifference. And indifference kills attraction. Another damage social media does is constant comparison. You see other people's vacations, milestones, and public affection, and your brain does the cheap math. Theirs looks better, so maybe you're missing something. That comparison breeds jealousy, even when there's nothing real to be jealous about. Researchers have linked social media use to increased jealousy and lower life satisfaction in romantic relationships, especially when communication is weak. But wait, there's more. Social media doesn't just create jealousy, it changes how we cope. When we feel left out or insecure, our instinct is to stalk, scroll their stories, check old photos, count interactions. That behavior hurts us more than it helps. It lowers self-worth and fuels anxiety. Newer research shows heavy social media use can erode self-esteem and overall life satisfaction, the very things you need to feel secure in love. And the platform itself sometimes encourages the worst of us. Algorithms push attention-seeking content. The more dramatic or shiny the post, the more it spreads. That rewards performative romance and punishes quiet, steady love. In some cases, researchers link higher social media engagement to marital disruptions and conflict when people replace real connection with online validation. The platform's design can turn curiosity into comparison and likes into a toxic currency. So how do you survive curated love without becoming a hermit? First, remember the feed is a highlight reel, not a diary. Most posts are edited moments. Nobody posts the fights, the bills, the bad hair days. When you see perfect, remind yourself, it's curated. Second, talk about what you see. If a post makes you uncomfortable, name it calmly. Don't accuse. Ask, that looked fun. Tell me about it. Conversation beats assumption every time. Third, set social boundaries that protect intimacy. Maybe you agree to post less or to keep some nights off social. Maybe you promise to address jealousy in private, not in comments. Boundaries are not punishment. They're protecting what matters. Fourth, invest in moments that can't be posted. A walk with no pictures. A late night talk with no screen. Tiny rituals build trust faster than 1,000 public posts. Here's a truth most people avoid. Social media can be used well. It can share joy and memories. But it becomes toxic when it replaces honest talk, when it's used to show off instead of show up. If you want a relationship that lasts, treat your private life as more important than your public image. Think about the last time you felt small after scrolling. What did you do next? Did you call your partner? Did you compare? Drop one word in the comments, scrolled, or talked, and tell us what happened. Your one small share could help someone stop a jealousy spiral tonight. If this chapter hit you, hit like and subscribe. Share this video with one friend who needs to see how curated love is tearing at the seams. Next up, we expose the invisible labor inside relationships, the emotional debt people never talk about. Don't skip it. If this helped you think twice before trusting the feed, smash that like, subscribe for the rest of the series, and tell us below, what's one thing you'll do today to protect your privacy and your peace? Chapter 3, Emotional Debt, the invisible labor that burns relationships out. You know that tired feeling you carry that nobody sees? The list in your head. The little things you do so the house doesn't fall apart. The texts you send to calm the mood. The plans you make so everyone looks fine. That invisible load has a cost. It's called emotional debt. And if you let it, it will slowly bankrupt your relationship. Emotional labor is the work of making relationships run. It's remembering birthdays, scheduling doctors, smoothing fights, noticing moods, translating emotions into words, planning dinners, and apologizing even when you're only half to blame. People do this for love, but too often it's invisible. One partner ends up tipping the scale alone, and that builds resentment. Let me tell you about Anna. Anna wakes up and thinks 5 steps ahead. She packs lunches, texts reminders, checks the bills, calms her partner after a bad call, and still finds time to Google a gift for his dad's birthday. She never complains. She loves the people in her life. But after months, she is tired. She feels unseen. She imagines telling him, but the words don't come out because it feels petty. Then one night she snaps at a small thing, a sock on the floor, and they explode. He's shocked. He didn't know there was a list. He thought everything was fine. That explosion is the exact moment emotional debt shows its teeth. This pattern is everywhere. Research shows that mental and emotional labor often falls heavier on one person, especially women, and that mismatch links to lower relationship satisfaction. When one partner feels the division is unfair, both partners pay, trust drops, intimacy fades, and small kindnesses dry up. Here's the ugly part. Emotional labor is exhausting in a different way than physical work. It's a constant background load. It drains your patience, your spark, your ability to be present. Over time, it leads to burnout and relationship decay. Studies even point to emotional labor affecting intimacy and sexual satisfaction when the load is ignored or unequally shared. So how do you stop emotional debt from eating your love alive? Here are moves that actually work, simple, not fancy. First, make the invisible visible. Take 1 week and write down every little thing you do that keeps life from collapsing. Calendar tasks, emotional check-ins, planning. Then share that list. Don't attack, just show. People can't fix what they don't know. Second, call it by its name. Say this is emotional labor out loud. Naming it removes the mystery. It stops you from replaying every tiny slight in your head. It turns resentment into a topic you can solve together. Third, divide responsibilities like adults. Not just who cleans, but who remembers, who plans, who texts family, who organizes doctor visits. Make a map. Switch tasks, sometimes so both people feel the weight and the relief. Fourth, gratitude matters. When someone does emotional work, notice it. A simple thank you or I see you rewires the relationship. Feeling appreciated is a real buffer against resentment. Research backs this. Feeling valued reduces the negative effect of unequal labor. Fifth, short check-ins, not long lectures. Once a week, ask 2 questions: what's wearing you out? And what would help? Keep it short. Keep it kind. Tiny talks beat one huge fight every time. A quick story: Marcus and Layla. Marcus loved being praised. Layla did most of the mental load. After a messy fight, They tried a simple experiment. Every Sunday, they each listed 3 things they'd handle that week and said one thing they needed from the other. They swapped some tasks. 2 months later, their fights dropped. Their sex life improved. Why? Because chores weren't the problem. The invisibility was. When work becomes visible and shared, intimacy returns. Now beware of traps. Don't make gratitude a replacement for fair work. Thanks for doing it is good, but it's not a substitute for doing the work together. And don't weaponize lists. This is not a scoreboard. It's a repair map. Finally, remember this. Protecting yourself is not selfish. If you're carrying an emotional mortgage, you risk losing your joy. Setting boundaries and asking for help is how you keep love sustainable. You don't owe forever patience to someone who won't lift a finger. But you also don't have to do it all alone. If this hit a nerve, type one word in the comments, "seen," and tell us one small task you'll stop doing for free this week. One tiny change can ripple into massive relief. If you're learning from this, please like and subscribe. Share this with a friend who always pays the emotional bills. In the next chapter, we dig into choice overload, how apps and endless options wreck commitment and make meaningful connection impossible. Don't miss it. If this helped you feel less crazy, hit like, subscribe for the rest of the series, and comment "seen" with one thing you'll stop carrying alone. Your small step might free someone tonight. Chapter 4: Choice Overload, Dating Apps, Attachment Wounds, and the Illusion of Options. You ever open a dating app and feel dizzy? So many faces, so many bios, so many possibilities. You swipe, you match, you ghost, you repeat. It feels like shopping with infinite tabs open. And the more options you have, the harder it is to choose. That confusion doesn't just waste time. It rewires your heart. Here's the hard truth. Too many choices make commitment feel scary. When your brain thinks there's always something better one swipe away, it never really lands. You start treating people like prototypes. You compare, you optimize, and real love, that messy, patient kind, gets thrown out with the unused profiles. Let me tell you about Eva. Eva wanted love, but she also wanted to keep her options. She matched with dozens of people. Some were nice, some were funny. She'd text back and forth, then leave a chat simmering while she checked the next match. Months passed. She went on a few dates. None stuck. She'd always think, what if someone better is next? That thought made everything feel surface level. She never let anyone truly in. The fear of missing out became her lock. It kept her safe from being hurt, but it also kept her safe from being loved. This isn't just one person's story. Apps train us to weigh smiles like features. We judge quick. We trade real conversation for pictures and bios. That pattern activates old wounds for some people, attachment wounds. If you grew up anxious about being left, the endless options make you chase attention. If you grew up avoidant, the buffet of choices lets you stay distant. Either way, the app eats at your capacity to commit. So what do? How do you stop treating people like options and start treating them like people? First, set a limit. Put a cap on swiping time. 2 matches a day. 1 week of chatting before meeting. Decide rules you can keep. The fewer options you allow, the clearer your heart gets. Second, pick values, not features. Instead of hunting for hot or funny, choose a few values that matter. Kindness, responsibility, curiosity. If someone checks the core boxes, give them real time. Values don't vanish after one awkward text. Features do. Third, time box your choice. Give a person real attention for a set time. Go on 3 dates. If you feel a spark, try for a month of real effort. The trick: you give someone enough time to show more than a highlight reel. Commitment grows from attention, not from endless comparison. Fourth, notice your attachment patterns. If you feel afraid of losing someone, tell them. If you pull back when things get serious, name it. Honest words heal faster than assumptions. Therapy or simple books on attachment can help. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be aware. Fifth, create scarcity of attention as a superpower. Your attention is currency. Spend it wisely. If you're always scattering it across 10 people, you're teaching yourself to stay shallow. Choose a smaller circle. Invest more deeply. Watch how people respond. One more thing, avoid perfection hunting. Nobody is flawless. We all have rough edges. If you wait for the perfect profile, you'll be waiting forever. Real growth comes with messy, honest people. If you feel that pull to keep searching, try this. Delete one dating app for a month. Keep one. Or set a 2-date rule. Give 2 honest dates and then decide. Tell us what you choose. Type 1 rule in the comments and write the 1 limit you'll try this week. Your tiny rule can snap the loop. It can turn scrolling into choosing. It can turn fear into a shot at real love. If this chapter opened your eyes, hit like and subscribe. Share this with a friend stuck in the endless swipe. Next chapter, we pull the curtain back on manipulation and love addiction, the mind games that keep people trapped. Don't miss it. If this helped, smash that like, subscribe for the rest of the series. Chapter 5, The Mind Games, Manipulation, Love Addiction, and the Mental Health Fallout. You ever finish a fight and feel like you're the crazy one? Like your memory is fuzzy, like you must be imagining things? Or have you ever felt pulled back to someone you know hurts you, again and again, but you just can't leave? That pull isn't romance. It's a trap. It's a pattern of mind games and addiction dressed up as love. This chapter is the worst part and the most urgent. We're naming the manipulation. We're naming love addiction. We're naming the cost to your mind and your life. Because when manipulation goes unspoken, it becomes normal. When love addiction goes unnamed, it becomes your story. Picture this. Noah meets Harper. Harper is charming, intense, and overwhelming, all at once. In the beginning, Noah feels seen like never before. Harper notices tiny things, shows up with coffee, calls at weird hours with deep talk. The connection feels electric. But months in, little things shift. Harper says hurtful things and then flips the blame. You're too sensitive, she says. You always take things the wrong way. Noah tries to explain. Harper laughs it off. Noah apologizes, even though he didn't start it. That pattern repeats. Noah starts to doubt himself. He apologizes more. He watches himself shrink. That shrinking has a name: gaslighting. It's when someone makes you doubt your reality. It's cruel because it's slow. It doesn't scream. It whispers. Over time, you stop trusting your memory, your sense, your feelings. You begin to live inside their version of the truth. Now add another layer, the brain chemistry. Those early highs, deep texts at 2 a.m., unexpected gifts, the thrill of chase, light up the same circuits as addiction. Dopamine, reward. Your brain remembers the rush and chases it. Even when the rush comes with pain, your brain keeps looking for the reward. That's love addiction. It's not weakness. It's biology plus confusion. Let me tell you about Maya and John. Maya left John 3 times. Each time, she felt freed for a week. Then a call, a tearful apology, a weekend of gushing attention. Maya fell back. Each comeback felt straighter at first, but the pattern returned. Over time, Maya's friends stopped asking. They felt tired of the loop. Maya felt ashamed. She blamed herself. Her sleep got worse. She stopped trusting her choices. That is the mental health fallout of love addiction. Anxiety, low mood, sleepless nights, loss of self. This is not about pointing fingers. It's about seeing the map. Manipulation looks like control dressed as care. It looks like guilt used as glue. It looks like phrases that trap you. If you loved me, you'd. No one else will put up with you like I do. or "you're imagining it." These lines are tools. They erode your freedom. So how do you get off the loop? Step 1. Name the game. If your partner often flips blame, calls you oversensitive, erases your experience, or uses guilt to steer you, call it manipulation. Saying it aloud changes everything. It takes the power away from the person who's been using it. Step 2. Track the pattern, not the person. Keep a small note of what happens. Not to punish them, to orient you. Dates, phrases, actions. When you can see the pattern on a page, you stop getting lost in the fog. Step 3. Slow your returns. If someone breaks trust, don't jump back because the apology feels good. Time is a test. Ask for a pause. Ask for small, consistent changes. Statements are cheap. Rebuilding is done by steady acts. Step 4. Protect your mind. When you notice the shame or self-doubt rising, step back. Talk to a friend. Text a trusted person. Therapy is not only for crisis. It's a training ground to rebuild confidence and notice manipulation before you're inside it. Step 5. Replace the addiction with real safety. Love that heals is predictable. It's steady. It shows up. It does not make you small. If someone's love feels like a roller coaster that leaves you wrecked, that's not love. It's a pattern. You are allowed to want peace. A short, real trick you can use now: the pause and name move. Next time you feel spun out after a conversation, pause. Tell yourself one sentence: that felt manipulative because they said X. Make it a fact. Don't add blame. Just name. Naming breaks the automatic pull. Another truth: leaving is often not a single dramatic moment. It's a series of small steps. Pack your emotional suitcase slowly. Reach out for support. Make a safety plan if needed. And remember, healing looks messy. You will doubt yourself. You will wobble. That's normal. Also, don't confuse care with control. Someone who truly cares asks for your truth. They don't punish you for giving it. They show curiosity, not judgment. They repair when they hurt you, not rewrite the event. If this chapter landed hard, type one word in the comments: free. Say it to seal your next small step. Tell us one thing you'll do to protect your head this week: a call to a friend, a therapy search, a boundary you'll try. Your tiny act could be the lever that lifts someone else. If this helped you see the loop, please like and subscribe. Share this with someone who's stuck on the roller coaster. We're ending this series with a promise. Knowledge is the first step to freedom. If you stick around, the next videos will teach repair skills, red flags to leave for good, and how to rebuild your life with calm and real connection. If this felt real, hit like, subscribe for the follow-up healing guides, and drop free below with one small step you'll take today. One tiny step is a beginning. 7 quick rules to protect your heart. Before you close this video, one last thing: 7 rules you can use tonight. Simple, brutal, honest. Use these and your heart will feel safer, faster. Rule 1. Limit the noise. Turn off the app. Delete one profile. Give your attention to a few real people. Less scrolling equals more choosing. Rule 2. Name the hurt out loud. If a text, a joke, or a silence makes you wobble, say it to yourself or a friend: that made me feel ignored. Simple words stop the spiral. Rule 3. Small rules, big effect. Make one boundary. 48-hour reply rule. No late night relationship talk over texts or 1 week to meet. Stick to it. Boundaries teach people how to treat you. Rule 4. Keep receipts, not to punish. Write down patterns, not insults. Dates, short phrases, what happened. When you see a pattern on paper, you stop blaming your head. Rule 5. Protect your energy. If someone's presence drains you more than it feeds you, step back. You don't owe explanations to people who refuse to change. Rule 6. Trade drama for predictability. Choose people who show up the same way 2 weeks in a row. Consistency beats fireworks every time. Rule 7. Build a small rescue squad. Pick 2 people who will tell you the truth, no pity. Call them, text them, use them. Isolation is what makes manipulation work. Now a tiny experiment. Tonight, pick one rule. Try it. No excuses. Just one small move. If it helps, tell us in the comments which rule you chose, Rule 3 or Rule 6. Your choice could be the anchor someone else needs right now. If this bonus hit home, smash the like, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with one friend who needs a quick lifeline. We're building a place where people stop getting played and start choosing well. Drop the rule number you'll try tonight and one tiny promise. I will protect my time. That promise is the start. Listen, if this video showed you anything, it's that modern love isn't broken, it's confused. We're living in a time where attention feels like affection, where likes feel like love, and where silence hurts more than rejection. But here's the truth. The world isn't going to slow down for you to heal. You have to slow down. You have to stop chasing what's easy and start protecting what's real. Because love, real love, isn't found in the perfect match. It's built in the moments when both people choose honesty over ego, presence over distraction, and patience over games. So here's what I want you to do right now. If even one line from this video made you think, made you pause, or made you see things differently, hit that like button. Not for the algorithm, but because it tells me this message matters. Subscribe if you haven't already, because this is just the start. Every week we dive deeper. No filters, no fake advice, just truth that hits where it hurts and helps you grow stronger from it. And hey, share this video with one person. Just one. The one who keeps giving their heart to the wrong people, or the one who's starting to lose faith in love. Because together, we can change the way people love in this world, one honest conversation at a time. I'm serious. Hit that subscribe button right now. Let's build something real again. This is virtue over chaos. And remember, protect your peace, protect your heart, and always choose truth over illusion.